Today, I'm actually going to share with you my own personal utility bills so you could see how much does it cost to live in the Palm Springs area. I wanted to make a really personal video to give you a realistic idea if you're thinking about moving anywhere in the Palm Springs area. My name is Tommy Jordan, your Palm Springs area realtor. Before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe if you're interested in learning about the Palm Springs area on a weekly basis. Come on, you got to do it. In this video, no matter what square footage of a house you're looking at, it could be a lot smaller than mine or larger than mine. This will give you a baseline of what the costs are really like, and I'll give you a lot of insight into every utility bill we look at, okay? So let's first take a look at the Coachella Valley Water District. They serve the entire valley. We're looking at my water bill here. Now, to give you some context to the numbers you're seeing, I live in a 3-bedroom, 3-bath home, okay? My family and I live here. There's a family of 5. So my wife, and then I have 2 toddler boys and a newborn baby girl that just came into the world like 7 months ago. So there's 5 of us living here. So think about that. The square footage of our home being 1,800 square feet and a family of 5. Think about that as you're looking at the bills, because obviously if it's 1 or 2 of you and you're relocating here or retiring here, your bills are going to be a lot less because there's just less water use, electricity cost, all that. So our bills here are only around $20 a month with the Coachella Valley Water District, okay? So pretty affordable. Now, we do not have a pool because we live in an HOA community that has community pools. So I didn't think it was necessary for us to have our own pool because we could just go use the community pool. I don't have to worry about it, pay for it, or anything like that. So if you do have a pool or you're looking at a home with a pool in the Palm Springs area, your bills could be anywhere from $50 to $150 per month, depending on the size of the pool. I'm giving you very general advice here, so it's hard to give you the specifics. But if you have a pool, it could be $50 to $150 per month for the water utility costs. Here's our next utility bill from SoCal Gas. Okay, that's the gas company in the Palm Springs area. And, we like to cook. We have a gas stovetop and we cook breakfast, dinner pretty much every night, every morning, okay? I even have a Blackstone. It's like a grill. It's pretty awesome. I have it in the backyard and I cook burgers and steaks all the time. So I use that pretty frequently. And our bill's not bad. $13 a month on average, and then $30 was the highest month so far this year. Now, we don't have a fireplace in this house. We have had fireplaces in the past that we used a lot. And I remember one month it was like $60 or $70 for a gas bill because we used the fireplace like all the time. Now, even in the winter months, we never use the heater. So I like the house being cold. So we don't use much gas then. So it's really just normal cooking. Now, if you have a pool, this bill's probably going to be higher if you're heating the pool, but yeah, $13 a month, not bad at all for an 1,800 square foot home with a family of 5. The next utility bill we're looking at is Burtech. This is the large company in the desert that handles all the trash and recycling, okay? So for Burtech, we're paying about $51 per month, okay? You can see all the months here, okay? Going from last year to now, it's around $51 per month for a family of 5. Now, before I share with you what this bill is for, I just wanted to say, if you're thinking about buying or selling in the Palm Springs area, please reach out to me down below. I would love to help you. I'm helping people every single day from YouTube. Now, this bill right here is for our internet cost. We use Spectrum. They're pretty much everywhere in the Coachella Valley. And this bill is a little high, probably a lot higher than your bill will be because we have fiber, okay? We use 1 gigabyte internet speed, which is very fast because I do a lot of video work like the video you're watching now. I upload videos to YouTube, so it could take a lot of internet to do it very quickly, or faster internet. So if you have internet speeds at maybe half of what we have, say 500 megabytes, your bill might be around $50 to $60 with Spectrum. And say if you have even slower internet speed, it could be maybe around $30 a month. So it doesn't have to be this high. The next thing I'm going to show you is very interesting because we're going to look at electricity cost, and there's a lot to break down. So don't skip out of any part of this video, or you might really miss out on the thing that's going to either be expensive or not expensive for your utility cost, okay? So here we are. this is the Coachella Valley, everywhere from Palm Springs over here to the west, and then Indio in the east. Now, electricity cost will be your highest utility cost because the summer months, it gets very hot and these homes take a lot of energy to cool down. In the winter months, your electricity bills will be pretty much non-existent, I would say. But there are two major providers of internet in the Coachella Valley. IID, which is Imperial Irrigation District, okay? They cover La Quinta, Indio, parts of Palm Desert, Bermuda Dunes, and sort of the east side of the valley. You could pretty much look at the street of Washington from the freeway, and everything to the east is going to be IID, and everything to the west is going to be SoCal Edison, okay? Now, if we look over here and we look at Palm Desert, Indian Wells, Rancho Mirage, Cathedral City, and Palm Springs, that's going to be SoCal Edison, okay? And there's a big difference between SoCal Edison and IID. IID was formed for the farmers in the Imperial Valley, so it's a lot more affordable living in La Quinta, Indio, Bermuda Dunes than it is elsewhere in the valley. Let me show you, okay? You could pause this. I'm just going to briefly give you an overview. IID residential electricity costs are 11 to 12 cents per kilowatt hour. SoCal Edison is 20 to 25 cents per kilowatt hour. Obviously, this is very general information here. It depends on the time of use and the pricing structure you're on for SoCal Edison, but let's talk about that. IID has a simpler pricing structure with fewer tiers, making it more affordable. SoCal Edison, trust me, I'm on that right now with my family. It's more complicated tiers, and if you max out from a tier, it could get really expensive as you go up. Next, IID, okay, their rates are typically lower during off-peak hours. SoCal Edison rates, they could be substantially higher, okay? So overall, IID, if you're retiring, if you have a fixed income, living over here on the east side of the valley, it's going to be a lot more affordable with monthly costs. Now let's take a look at my electricity cost, okay? This is very interesting. Now, look down to the bottom where you see August 3rd. This is a good month to look at because we have an 1,800 square foot home, and this was before we had solar panels on our house, okay? And I'm going to talk to you about solar. Should you get a home with solar or add solar, or should you not? Now, our bill in August for an 1,800 square foot home, okay, that is a newer house as well, was $470. And in September, it was $428. So this is pretty typical, okay, for our size home. We run the AC at around 75 degrees all summer long, even when it's 115, 118 outside. Now, our bills without solar, say in November, December, January, February, our bills are more like maybe $20 to $30 a month. Pretty non-existent in the winter months, okay? So you're really talking the worst it gets is June, July, August, and September. Those are going to be the hottest months where your electricity, your AC unit's just going to be going nonstop. Now, when we installed solar, okay, so our solar panels cost about $18,000 and we purchased them outright, our bill went down substantially, okay? The next month, you see it's $57 a month. And then in the winter months here, it's been around $12 a month, $8 a month, okay? And it's been pretty cheap. You could see our year-to-date charges. We're halfway through the year almost. We are in June at the time of filming this video. Our year-to-date charges for electricity was $450, but we've got a lot of credits from our solar panels, okay? So you could see actually April, May, and June, it's been -73, -58. Okay, these other months you could see there's a bill and then you could see a minus, okay? Here, April, May, and June, you could see it's just negative, okay? So literally, we haven't had an electricity bill the last few months, all right? So that's pretty incredible. Now, do I recommend you getting solar panels or not? Well, it really depends on your situation. If you're living year-round at the house, then it might make a lot of sense to have solar, but also you're gonna wanna make sure you're gonna keep the house for 7, 8, 9, 10 years to make the panels worthwhile. Because if you spend 18, 20 grand on panels and then sell the house in a year or two, you're not going to really recoup your money with electricity savings, okay? But if you're planning to hold on to the house for a little while and either own it for a while or you're living there year round, I think it makes a lot of sense to have solar panels, because our payment for solar panels, if we had that monthly cost, would be around $150 a month for 15 to 20 years. Also you're paying interest, right? So, we looked at the math, and from helping a lot of people buy and sell homes, I looked at the math of annual electricity cost and then having solar panels, and we're saving like thousands a year by having solar panels. And now I have a car that requires electricity, so it even makes a lot more sense now. The next cost that is very significant when living anywhere in the Palm Springs area are the housing prices, okay? Whether you own a detached home or an attached home, which is a condo townhome. If you want, pause the video right now and you could see the cost. The city is on the left-hand side, and then you see the average size home, and then you want to look at the price of average size home. So you could see Rancho Mirage is 1.4 million, La Quinta 1 million, and then you could go down below and you could see attached homes and you could see the cost there. And that's generally at the time of making this video, filming it, these are the housing prices. If you want to learn more, check out this playlist right here, and don't forget to reach out to me down below.